People, it is almost time for WWE Backlash.
Événement qui aura lieu en France.
Événement qui aura lieu en France.
Événement qui aura lieu en France.
Événement qui aura lieu en France. What I'm trying to tell you is that it's going to be in France. And as you know, when a WWE event is not happening in US, people tend to appreciate it a lot more. So I think the atmosphere is going to be amazing. Now, I'm not gonna act like this is one of the most exciting WWE pay-per-views I've seen. I mean, the card is a bit of a lackluster, but as you guys know, kai WWE turi eventą, kuris atrodo nuobodžiai, jis dažniausiai pranoksta lūkesčius. Okay, I'm gonna stop fucking with you right now. I guess my biggest problem with this pay-per-view is that it's really predictable. Talking in French, Lithuanian, puking on camera, you're getting everything today. Like I've told you earlier in this video, whenever WWE have a pay-per-view that looks like it's a bit of a lackluster, it always ends up being really good. And when I'm talking about predictability, I say that, but I always end up eating my words on that, you know? I suck at predictions. But I mean, come on. Okay, so let's start with our WWE Backlash predictions. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. The Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca, Belair, and Jade, Cargill. So this is for a championship, and this seems like one of the most important, biggest women's tag team championship matches we have ever seen. Bianca Belair and Jade in a tag team, can't beat that shit. You can't. You simply cannot beat them. And I don't feel like WWE would have Jade losing her I would say second match, but she had some squash matches. I don't know what it is, but one of the first matches, I don't think WWE would have her lose. Obviously, the money match is Jade versus Bianca, but now we have to put them in a tag team. One of them is going to turn heel, which is hopefully Bianca Belair. I've been begging for that shit for years now. So my prediction is simple. The story, well, the story kinda happened at WrestleMania already. That's kinda it. My prediction is going to be Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, and I can't wait for the actual match between the two. Obviously, WWE are playing it safe, but once Jade is ready, I think it's going to be not necessarily a spectacular in-ring technical kinda match. That's not what it's all about, but it's gonna be a bit of a spectacle. It's gonna be a bit of a spectacle. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus Solo, Sikoa, and Tama Tonga. Can't pronounce that shit. Tama Tonga or Tama Tonga. I'll get used to it. But anyway, I like it. One of my favorite things in the WWE right now is this friendship between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. I don't know if anyone ever said that. I did, probably. But I believe Kevin Owens is at his best when he's actually paired with someone. He's a really good comedy character that kinda breaks the fourth wall every time he's in the ring in a promo. I don't know how to explain that. It's almost like he's watching this with us, and he can see shit that other wrestlers can't see. As if he's actually watching these segments and he heard what people... You know what I'm trying to tell you? These bromance storylines with Kevin Owens are just always the best. Whether it's Chris Jericho, Seth Rollins, obviously Sami Zayn, now Randy Orton. There's probably someone else that I forgot. This storyline is decent. It's kind of a filler still, yet it's kind of building to something bigger. Obviously, Roman Reigns' return, and that's the thing. Solo Sikoa loses a lot. Way too much. I don't know if he won a match after that victory against John Cena. It's kind of his gimmick. Randy is my boy. I like Kevin Owens. But I believe it's time to switch it up. So my prediction is obviously Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. That's what I'm telling you, man. This pay-per-view seems very predictable. I hope I'm wrong. Do I? You know what? I think I gotta give you the reason. The reason they're going to win is because of Jacob Fatu. Maybe not. Just putting it out there, and if I'm right, I'll brag about it. Yeah, remind me to brag about it. WWE Women's Championship Triple Threat match. Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany. Stratton. I like this. I like the fact that WWE are putting Tiffany in such a big match already. She's obviously a future of the WWE's women's division because she has the look and she's good. That's really all you need. She has a great character. She looks great. She knows how to wrestle. All you need. Seriously. And I like her gimmick. I think she's great. Naomi, I'm glad she's finally doing something significant because once she returned, she was in important matches. She always lost. And she's gonna lose again. But at least she won some matches before, right? She did. So you know what? I wouldn't be mad if we got a title change, but it's way too early. You know, Bayley just won the championship, and it's just kinda obvious, like I've told you, man. This pay-per-view is hella predictable, so I'm going with Bayley. She's retaining the championship. World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest versus Jay Uso. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I don't see Damian Priest holding that championship for a very long time. I just don't find it that interesting. I'm so happy he won. He's a great dude. He absolutely deserves it. It's a great story. I don't see it happening for a very long time because of how packed the roster is and how over other superstars are. Like Drew McIntyre, right? Drew McIntyre should be a champion right now. Jey Uso, he's not gonna take that championship. In any other scenario, maybe he could, maybe he would. But the thing is, it's Drew's time, and I don't feel like WWE are going to hot potato that championship, again. The story is just kind of there, it's just kind of there. And I actually liked Raw and SmackDown, after WrestleMania, because I feel like they did enough for me to care about the show, because most of the time after WrestleMania is just hangover, right? But yeah, I'm gonna go with Damian Priest in this one, and then Clash at the Castle. Drew takes the championship, and we move with CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Can't wait for that shit, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, the Undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. I believe Cody's dream match is actually against AJ Styles, one of the dream matches. The story, no story. No story whatsoever. It's basically, I respect you, Cody. I knew your dad. Your dad was a great man. He would be proud. Would he be proud? You gotta prove you're a champ. The championship weights a lot more every time you wake up with the championship. So now you gotta put it to the test against the best. AJ Styles. That was bad. That was horrible. Anyway, I don't feel like we had a good story. Am I complaining? Not necessarily. I believe it's just to have this great match in France. It's almost like a live event, really, right? So suddenly just got some stabbing pains in my chest. But you know what, people? What's important is making my predictions. So, I believe this is the most predictable match you could have in the WWE ever. Cody's not losing the championship, not against AJ Styles. So my prediction is obviously Cody Rhodes, but I believe this is going to be a really good match. It's almost like a live event, really. Just good wrestling, very predictable, doesn't change anything. What's also interesting though is that we talked about how WWE draft is going to impact the WWE, and that's why they can't go all in. They could. WWE draft didn't change shit. So yeah, about that. But anyway, these are my Backlash predictions. Thank you for watching this video. Drop a like, subscribe if you already did, and the great one, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.